mouse that well.
Oh, that's okay.
You work your mouse every day.
Alright, so basically what I'm doing is creating an app that keeps people connected to their San Francisco dog park communities. Sadie, what's your age? 27?
27.
27. Ali, I'll just put you down as 40.
41.
6s.
But I shag like I'm 20.
How technologically savvy are you on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 being not at all, 5 being expert.
She's brilliant on the rabbit.
Who are you asking, me?
Either of you.
I'm a 3.
3. And how many hours a week would you say you spend at the dog park?
Geez, I'd say probably 7 to 8.
7 to 8. Cool.
At least. Because you figure 45 minutes.
Yeah, ballpark is fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to be exact or anything.
Figure 45 minutes in the afternoons and 15, 20 minutes in the mornings.
So what I try to do is kind of figure out like the basic needs of people who go to the dog parks every day and give you like the tools that can keep you connected to the dog parks and the people who go there. So pretty much what I'm going to do is ask you guys to do something and see if you can get through it without helping you at all.
Okay.
So you guys can work together because you're working as a team. So the first scenario is that you're getting invited to join Alpha Dogs. That's the name of the site. And what you want to do is you want to sign up with Alpha Dogs, find your home park, and connect with another user. Hypothetically, the person that invited you there.
Okay.
So what you can go ahead and do is start, Sadie, if you have any questions or you get stuck, ask me. And
how do we forward on to the next screen?
You just click where you would. Like it's just like you're looking at your phone.
Okay, so wherever you would touch, you click.
Yep, exactly right.
All right.
So I want to
join our
join
pack
the pack
today. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Sign up. Should we fill it in, or does it allow that?
This is all just for show.
Okay, so next.
So say
Hit
you
next.
fill it out next.
Oh, I like all the colors.
It's very well laid out.
So do I put in Tango's info?
No, it won't.
You
allow
can.
it.
You would.
Just would.
So go next.
Anytime you tap on something, it'll show you where you can tap. So feel free
So if
to
we
tap
had
wherever
if we had
you
more
want.
dogs, we would add a dog or add a picture. What's add play?
Their temperament, or
Go ahead. You do whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay. Add play. Oh, so what they like to do. Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
cool. Party, beach, yes.
Bone.
Oh, done. Okay, next.
Next. My info, we already passed. My dogs, dog parks. So that's what your home park is.
Mm-hmm.
It won't let you click on it, honey.
You could find it there, but
Right,
I
Moscone.
basically want you to find it somewhere else.
Okay. How far reaching is the app? Is it just based on location, or is it just strictly in San Francisco 7x7 proper?
It's San Francisco only.
Okay.
So do I click nearby?
You could if
or
you want.
search?
I'm just...
I see.
So it's expandable.
Cool.
That's the beauty of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. I think you just start in San Francisco.
No joke. Do you foresee being able
Cool.
to charge for a service like this for the app?
It's possible. I think there's a couple of ways we can do it. We can do it with ads, or we can do it like, if you want this done in your city, we need this much money, type of deal.
Okay.
So you're all signed up.
Cool.
Where do you want to go?
I want to get started.
All right.
Cool.
Now I want to find...
Get started.
Oh, cool.
And is this based on the people that are on here? Is that based on? Is there a network, or is it just everyone that's part of this group?
There's a network. It's like
So is
Facebook friends.
Is there a network within this network, or is it just all Alpha Dogs?
There's a network within it. So that's the third part of the task. First, you want to find your park from here, Sadie.
Okay.
Then you want to find another user.
Okay, so now I gotta find my park. How do you scroll down like you would on a iPhone.
You can scroll like you have a scroller on that with that mouse.
It's a magic mouse. It's a Mac magic.
That page
mouse.
might not scroll, is what it is.
Okay. So I'll go to my parks.
Okay.
How else would you find a park?
Dog
Is there
parks?
proximity, like by location on like iPhone, my location services?
There you go, you found it.
Okay.
Here we go. Do I want to add it?
I think so.
I love
Nice.
it. Park added.
So once you add the park, you've basically done the second part. You signed up, you've added your home park. We're just saying that Alamo Square is your home park
Perfect.
for the walkthrough. And then you want to find another user that you know from that park.
So then, for instance, like if we happen to be in the mission and like Yvonne or anyone from our regular park was in the area would tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's absolutely
cool.
brilliant.
So now I want to find
So if I have like a
someone.
business
You gotta
meeting.
connect. You gotta connect with her though.
Right, absolutely. I'm saying, but like if I have a business meeting over there, I can just look on there and see if Elena happens to be around there. Hey, Elena, I see you're over here. Can I leave Tango with you for an hour?
Yep.
Oh, that's honest to God, that's brilliant.
Well,
You're in the right place.
perfect.
You can tap. You can always tap if you want a hint.
Where do you?
So
tap?
the blue will tell you where you can tap. All right.
Perfect.
So let's say you know Jackson, who is Abby, as we
Cute.
all know, and you
Abby
want to
girl.
connect with her.
Is that Abby?
Yeah.
Abby? The
It's
Abby
Abby.
I know.
No time to go to the park this morning. I'm prepping for my final. Wish me luck. So then I can reply to this.
No,
Or
not
no,
if-
I want to join Abby's pack.
There you go.
Perfect.
Question is.
Yeah, talk anything you guys have. I can answer.
Okay,
I can't help you.
Yeah.
No, I understand it. Okay, so
Tap on that again. and
is
you'll
it?
See. All right. So now that you've sent a request,
Yeah.
just tap right there again. It's fine. You've done it all.
Okay.
So now
perfect.
if they
so I sent her a
accept,
message.
you can send them direct messages.
Oh, so I can reply now.
Mr. Greer.
If you wanted to, but basically you've done what I needed. But
Perfect.
you can also send direct messages through here. What was your question?
Question is, would the people have to, like, for instance, Abby's owner or whoever else, would they have to check in when they get to the dog park, or will it, as long as you set location services or whatever it might be on the phone, will it automatically recognize that this person is in that place?
Automatically using.
So you can either turn that service on or off. So if I
geolocation.
want to go somewhere without wanting anyone to know, I can turn it off.
Everybody asks about this. So if you tap on the username, go ahead and tap on Sandra.
Oh, fuck not.
Yeah, that's the picture you took actually, and go to my info.
Is it the picture I took of him?
This
Yeah.
is awesome, Adam.
So if you go to your user settings,
Okay.
you can see right here. You can do.
Oh, you can
Oh,
turn it on or
automatic
off.
check-ins?
Okay, brilliant.
On or off.
Brilliant.
Adam, this is so cool.
Okay, so now you did that.
Oh, you have
did that
Mickey
pretty
on
well
here.
too.
Is that?
That's Stewie. Yeah.
Stu.
So I just want to ask you a few questions about that. So remember in the beginning when we were signing up, and you could like sign in with Facebook, you could use your email, or you could just start exploring the app.
Yeah.
How would you sign up?
Most
You
likely
personally.
email.
You would use your email?
Yeah.
What about you, Allie?
I would use my email as well.
Okay, ×2. That's good. And how many dog parks would you consider checking in on a regular basis? Would it just be one? Would it be more?
Probably like 3 to 5.
Separate dog parks?
Yeah.
Oh, no more than 2. I mean, think about it. I either go. Oh, maybe 3, because I either come to Moscone to see you guys, or if I happen to be by the boat, I'll go to Sausalito Dog Park, or the closest one to our house, which is Blackie's Pasture.
Right. Okay, so 2 to 3. And would you want to automatically check in to your dog park, or would you want to do that manually?
I'd like to do it manually, only if I set it as an option. But for the most part, if I have it, because you mentioned that there's an inner network. So if I can select my inner network and I know who's going to know where I am,
Those are the only people who know where you are.
then automatically, by all means.
Yeah, I say automatic too.
I don't have to. I don't want to have to deal with it.
Because we'll see how to do it manually later. And what was the most useful information you gained from going through the first task?
I like the map of the parks.
Right. I think that can be key too, because if you happen to be, based on the location services, if you happen to be inside a town where you don't know what's close by, regardless of whether or not your friends are there, it gives you a chance to find, even if no one you know is there.
Cool. And as far as signing up, finding your home park, and finding a person, do you think that there was anything missing? Like, would you have wanted to know something at a certain point? Like, I know you wanted to find your park during the sign-up process.
Oh, yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, actually, honestly, what I'd want to know is if there is specific rules or regulations specific to that park. Like, for instance, at Moscone, how we know we're supposed to stay south of the light poles, off leash. If there's any specific to that specific dog park rules, even if they're unwritten, legal rules, like, again, Moscone's how we're supposed to stay over here. So it should hopefully blurb out, by the way, if you're at this dog park, here are the rules. Here are the local rules.
Cool.
Right?
I had that.
You did already?
Yeah, it's like a filter.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly it then.
Okay.
Because think about all the times we would yell at people that were out on the baseball field with their dogs.
We still do.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you can tap the home button. It's just the logo. Oh, is it not working on this page?
Got it.
Okay, so the second task I want you to go through is to check in with your pack, and you can do this a few different ways, so I'll just go ahead and observe how you would do it right off the bat.
So check in with my pack?
So you can, like, remember how you saw you could direct message them, you could reply to their messages.
Yeah. So now I just want to, I'm going to go to my pack, and then I can find the different doggies in my pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you want me to do? Message them or?
Check in with them.
Check
So,
in.
like, how would you get in touch with people or see what's going on with the people that you're connected to?
So then I go to my pack. Pack posts.
Pay attention, man.
I am. I've been actually quite...
You gotta read you gotta see what she's doing. Alright, so you're in the right spot. So if you want to communicate with someone in your pack, you could do two things on this.
I want to
I've been quite proactive.
talk to Sally.
He sees it.
So
Then
perfect, yeah. So basically you replied here. There's your text.
No.
Perfect. Then I can add my reply.
Uh-huh. Nice. So that was the first part of it. What would be another way that you could get in touch with someone?
Question: does it link up with Facebook or Twitter or anything like that?
You can.
Or can you have it
You can
link up?
find friends through Facebook. That's the only way I'm Facebooking right now, I think.
Can you have it do a Facebook notifications where it'll kind of like on Instagram, like when you post something on Instagram, you can click Facebook and it'll automatically post whatever you have on Facebook onto there. So could you post something on here and have it automatically linked to your Facebook?
No.
Okay.
It's all within this network. As far as Facebook is, you can find friends, or you can invite people to use it using Facebook.
You can sign in using Facebook, and then it can locate your Facebook friends. Okay.
Cool. So now I need to find another way to find my pack.
Another way to communicate with someone in your pack.
Guess I'm gonna go to my post. Okay, wait. I'm gonna look through them through the dog parks.
Alta Plaza. Which one's Alta Plaza? Oh, I know. That's the one.
It's right by where we ate.
Yeah. Yeah, up by Reza's old restaurant, by Palmer's.
Yeah, Copperfield.
It's an awkward park. It's all
Oh,
hillside.
there you go.
Perfect.
Found it.
So I can go through my messages.
Mm-hmm. And if you wanted to message someone, boom.
Perfect.
There you go.
Hello, Jackson.
Will it give you? Does it have notifications? So, like for instance, remember at the top of Laguna, what's that park at the top of Pack Heights? Like that one.
Lafayette.
Yeah, like Lafayette Park. Like if there was, like, remember when they were going through construction, like they would switch, like they would do dog park on one side, and then a few weeks later they'd switch it. Will it have notification?
It's
ability?
all like user generated. So
right,
someone
like ways for traffic. Like
So
you
you-
can like
exactly,
put something.
exactly.
Okay, brilliant. That's brilliant.
I
That's
studied
even better
ways
because
a bunch.
otherwise, then it doesn't take labor hours for someone to fill it in.
So you can look at notifications two ways. You could look at it by park, or you could look at it by the people that you know. So if you might want to go up to Lafayette Park, you could just go to the park and see what's happening there, and someone would be like, "Oh, it's fucking closed." You know, they're doing construction. Or if someone in your pack happens to go up there, then you'd know that way.
Is there
But push notifications is no, because I'm not doing like a native app. I'm doing a web app.
And is there a bulletin board of any kind? Like for instance, if there's a lost dog, you can post something, or if like you have like an extra dog crate that you need to sell, you can post it on there for sale.
The last dog thing I thought about a bunch, just because that happens every so often. But that's basically like a park. You can, once you're at a park, you can post anything you want to say about the park. So if a dog gets lost at the park, you can do a post about it, and anyone who happens to be looking at the park will see it. Anyone within your pack can see it too. So anyone you're connected to will see it.
So similar kind of
it's
idea.
not.
And
There's not like an Amber Alert.
No, I wouldn't say anything like that, but just like a local within, like for instance, I'm referring to that based on like boat marinas. Like there'll be something like, oh, if like in such and such marina, there's like a tenor for sale, you know, or like, oh, the gas dock is closed at such marina, and you could go on there and see.
Yeah. You just do that by checking in
Okay.
at the parks, which Sadie actually did on accident earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, now that you're done with the second task, just a few questions about that. What would be your main method of checking in with a dog park friend? Would you...
I'd probably just go to my pack, and then the pack post. So then
Checking
you see
in,
them
you mean
all
when you
at
get
once.
there? You mean when you get there, or just overall?
Overall.
Overall. So then you see your whole group at once.
So you can, like, post, you can reply to posts, and you can direct message people. What would you use?
Is there a way to link
would
it
probably
to where like it would just come to your
post.
email, or that's why I was asking for Facebook and stuff, trying to like localize all social media because I consider it as somewhat social media.
Oh, it totally is, yeah. No, I mean,
Just to like
that's...
centralize everything.
I don't want to create clutter. I want you to just come here if you want to know.
So
about
only for your dog park. Okay,
stuff,
that's a
but
great
not
way of putting it.
interfere with the rest of your.
No,
social media.
that makes perfect sense.
So what would you use?
To connect with.
To communicate, checking in, just seeing what's up, like, and it could just be like a regular text message too. You don't have to use that.
No, I understand that. I'm trying to think of what I would do when I lived across the street here. Probably text messages, you know, because that's what I would do. Like if I got there and like Elena wasn't there, what I would do is just send out a text to you, to Travis, to whoever else.
Okay. If you did use the site, would you use the messaging system over text or?
Depends. If it could, now here's why I say depends. If you could, like, if I could set it for alerts, where like if somebody did send out, anytime someone checked into the park, it would just bing. Then that way, if I live close by, which in this case you guys do, so when that thing gives off a chime, you know, okay, someone's at the dog park, you know, and then you can check to see who it is. I think
so
that
you'd
would
rather be notified than
you can
look
turn it on and
then
off.
see that
You can
it's
turn it
there.
off. Like you can turn notifications on, turn notifications off, like you can with any other social media or email or whatever. So that way I know, like, okay, in the afternoons I can turn notifications on, so I know I don't have to get up from my work computer until I hear the first ding, someone's at the park.
Okay.
And that's usually what would happen is, remember, I would text and say, hey, what time are we going to the park?
Right.
So I think that could be a very useful aspect of this app.
Cool. What method would you use to gather information about the park? Like to see what's going on.
a bulletin board. I think that would be my way.
Okay,
That's
so we
why
do.
I asked about that.
We do have that as long
No,
as
I
you
know
just
you-
like go to.
No,
the
I know
Yeah.
you do. That's why I said that's why I even asked about it earlier. I think that would be
you'll
the
see
best
it in
way.
the next one. It's there. When do you feel that it would be necessary to know what's going on at your home park? Would you want to know before go to the park, after, during, anything like that?
Well, that's why I said about notifications.
So
I think
before.
I think
Before, yeah.
if you can turn notifications on, it should happen at any time, even while you're at the dog park. If something happens across the way, it should notify you, so you can turn notifications on or off. Because sometimes I don't really care what happens at the dog park, and sometimes I want to be in on the know.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. One more task. So go ahead and hit the home button again.
Got it.
Alright. Sorry. Alright,
This is cool.
so
This is really, really cool.
That's
Hannah.
really cool.
what you want to do now is to find a new park that you've never been to, go to that park, and then check in once you're there.
Okay.
Jeez, frankly, I don't know many parks. That's why I think something like this would be cool. I don't know very many parks in San Francisco, aside from Lafayette and Alta Vista. Do people have the ability to add parks if it's like a makeshift park? Like
thought about
Moscone
that.
is not a legal dog park. You
Right,
know?
I thought about that at the beginning.
Can I scroll out?
Or if there's if there's a corner of
You
Golden Gate
would
Park
be, you
where
would
like
be
they're,
able to
they're,
Yeah.
normally,
they're technically
but
okay with it.
that's
you
not
know?
the way
So I
I
want to
want
find
this to go. But
this new park. Got it.
that's you've already been here.
Oh, that's my. So I've already added that park. Exit out of there.
There you go.
Perfect. So I haven't been here.
No. So, just the hints. When you click and it shows blue, you can click wherever there's blue. Alright, so you figured it out. So
Yeah.
you're searching for a park with a beach, right?
Yeah.
So you get a list of 3 parks with a beach. And let's say, and then you get like a little map preview, and let's say you want to go to one of those.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Fort Funston.
So
I
this
like the radius.
this page you can actually scroll.
Oh,
So
cool.
Allie, here's your bulletin board.
Allie.
On this thing.
No, watch.
I know, I have been. I just walking around.
No, I'm just saying. So if you go to a park, you can see all this. So you can see who's there.
Who's
You
there.
can check in automatically. You can
And that's
see,
real time, right?
You can see the park features, like what they offer.
See, I like
You
that.
can see who's posting about it, and then you can.
Another recommendation: put at each park if there is suitable water fountain or some way of getting water for them.
Yeah, look.
Water.
Water.
Okay.
All right. So now because you've never been here, you need to figure out how to get here.
Yeah. Get directions.
And it links to Google Maps.
Think
Links
Cool.
to Google Maps.
your location. Cool.
So you can tap anywhere. So hypothetically, you get directions, you go there. So once you go there, you want to check in.
Okay.
Are you contemplating actually
So say
going
I'm
real
here.
time with this?
So I'm checking in.
I don't know,
Stewie.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
That'd
So
be
I
very
want to
cool.
notify my pack that I'm here.
I mean, shit, you can
Check in.
local, start with local
Doo-doo-doo.
pet shops
Cool.
and stuff too.
So let's say you recognize someone who's there. Look, there's Bear.
There's Bear.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
Back to Bear. Oh, I got a bunch of pictures of Bear. He has them all too.
This one show.
So you've pretty much done it. So say you
Cool.
recognize someone there and you want to meet up with them.
Yeah. I'm gonna meet up with Jackson. And then I'm going to send him a
Perfect.
message.
Da-da-da.
I'm here.
Good job, Sadie.
Where are you?
All right, so that's it. Those are the 3 things I needed you to do.
Cool. That's actually really easy. Like,
And
it's super
feel free to
user-friendly.
tinker around with it and look on and see any of the other pages that you might have missed. You can like swipe back and forth to like see different things. So this is just a snapshot, so you can see what's going on with your pack, your park,
Yeah.
and the map if you keep going, just like at a distance.
So how do you get info on all these parks? Like, are there people that just...
I visited them, took
Use
pictures,
it.
wrote about them. Yeah,
I mean, ultimately, via social media.
I've only done 10. There's like 30 something official dog
That's
parks.
7 more than I even knew of.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
why I think
so
this is so brilliant.
So
follow-up
cool.
question to user task 3. So you went to the map originally to go find new dog parks. Would you say that would be the first place you go?
Probably.
I would
find a
say
new park?
I would hope that there's like a around me kind of a segment to it where it would just automatically geolocate.
You can
A
do
dog
that
park.
on the map, which Sadie did.
Okay, then yeah.
Geolocate, I like that though. That's good feedback. And how do you typically hear about new dog parks?
I gave good feedback.
Your pack?
Your pack? So word of mouth?
Yeah.
Would you say so, Ali? You hear about new parks through word of mouth mostly?
Honestly, I end up looking online. Like even when we moved to Marin, I looked online to see where there's other.
Where do you look online? Google?
Just a simple Google search.
Or Yelp?
Whatever comes up.
How likely would you be to rate or make posts about individual dog parks, like recommendations, like a Yelp review or something?
Oh, very likely. But I'm not the usual dog parent. Like I'm really into it. But yeah, very likely.
And would you be interested in
my dog like
learning about new parks, or would you say you're more of like a homebody, like you stick to a few parks?
Well, I actually, both myself and I believe my dog gets bored going to the same park all the time. So, no, I would absolutely be up for learning new parks.
On a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being not likely and 5 being very likely, what would you say?
2 or 3, 2.5, 3. I mean, everyday use, I would go to my regular park.
Right.
But like, if I have to go to Costco, I would want to see, okay, what's over there so I can just go explore something new on that side of town.
Okay. And would
It's
you...
based on like other activities that I have going on. I don't think I would like drop everything to go clear across town.
Okay, cool. That's good too.
So that might be something too, is if you input where you're going and it'll locate whatever the closest ones are, based on where you're going.
Yeah, the map feature is basically you can scroll throughout. You can't do it on this, Sadie.
Yeah, but you can go throughout the city.
Yeah, and I'll show you guys the website after we're done.
Oh, cool.
Would you consider the opinions and posts and ratings of other Alpha Dogs users when you're researching new parks? Like
Sure.
Online opinions?
Sure, it's like Yelp.
Yeah.
In fact, I would trust this more than Yelp because I think anyone who is going to take the time to be part of this kind of a social media is actually a true dog lover and cares about the well-being and, little tidbits like, is there adequate water? Is there adequate turf, fencing, whatnot?
Yeah, fencing's a big one. Like the non-dog people don't get that. They're like, why do you need a fence? I'm like,
Right.
It's kind of important.
Yeah, because, our dogs are unique. Most people, they want to go in. That's why, think about all the people that go inside, like, the tennis courts up at Alta Vista, not at Alta Vista, at Lafayette Park, and let their dogs loose in there because it's completely enclosed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what was your overall impression of the site?
I liked it. It was super, actually, easy to navigate. And it's not, like you said,
Honestly,
clutter.
I think it's brilliant. I think the opening page should possibly just be simpler and just have 2 blurbs. Maybe one that just says home, as in your home park, and B, locate, as in it'll locate you wherever you are based on location services on your phone. So you can instantly click, I want to know about what's going on in my home park, and it'll take you to whatever your pre-selected home park is, and all the info and scrolls and all that. Or literally 2 buttons, and the second one being locate. And you just, so wherever I am, whether I'm down in LA with Tango or whatever, I don't have to go searching through things to find it on a map. I can just click locate, either home or locate. I'm either home or I'm away. It's that simple. That's just my feedback. I think
Would you
ultimately,
go over to the map view here? That one. So something like this, you'd rather
But
be
like
zoomed in.
here, like go on to the first opening page. That's your home page.
It's
No,
first.
that's-
You can swipe back and forth between the three, but I felt like you'd start with persons, then the park, then the city. So you start small and,
and
go big.
again, you would know better. You're the developer. I'm just throwing in my 2 cents worth.
Well, I've gotten people's opinions saying both
Okay,
ways.
well, my opinion is I think the first page, when you first click on the app, when you're on your iPhone, you click on the app, the first thing that should come up is 2 buttons, home, away, or home and locate. And simple as that. So if it's home, just everything, just
So you're doing two things. You're looking at your home park, or you're looking to find another park.
so but you're doing nothing other than just clicking on one or the other.
Right. But
Right.
those are the two choices. Of the
Only 2 choices. So if you click home, it instantly brings up everything that whether Steve posted, Elena posted, Sadie posted, whatever, or if it's but choice number 2 away, then it'll give you not only the closest it'll geolocate the closest dog park to you, it'll geolocate the closest coffee shop to you, so you can grab a coffee on your way to the dog park. It'll show you the closest corner store, like a 7-Eleven, so you can grab yourself like a power bar because you're hungry on the way there to go hang out with your dog. The closest pet shop, in case when on the away, because that's important. When you're away, like you're wondering, shit, I'm out of dog bags. Where do I get dog bags? So when you hit the away button, it should instantly locate closest pet shop, closest coffee shop, closest like food or like 7-Eleven, like that kind of a thing, right? So these are the 3 most important things to facilitate what you need to do.
Okay. Yeah.
That's because it would be that easy when you click on the app. You first go onto the app, so your first choice is either home or away, and then your whole world begins from there.
Like you're at home or you're not at home. Is that what you're
Exactly.
saying?
So when
Okay.
you hit away, it'll automatically start by geolocating you based on the location services on your phone, where you are. So it finds you, all of a sudden you're not in the Marina District, all of a sudden it geolocates you to Santa Monica. Okay, you're on the corner of Sepulveda and whatever, and Santa Monica Boulevard. Okay, so the closest dog park is on this street. On a map, it'll show the closest gas station is over here, the closest coffee shop at Starbucks or whatever it is over here, and you could theoretically sell those rights. Whether it shows only Starbucks or only Pete's or only whatever.
Sure.
So
I'm just
shows,
thinking at it as through more of a home lens. Like your
So
city,
home, but
you know where you are.
Right, but home, it wouldn't need to show you where the closest gas station and stuff is. But if you
'Cause
click
you know
away,
it.
exactly. But if you click away, it helps you with other things. So it gives you extra incentive to go to this app when you're traveling. You just hit away. It shows you the closest gas station, the closest the closest pet shop to get food in case you don't have enough food for Stella. The closest whatever.
I thought about that. What if you're at a dog park or you found a dog park? Would you want like a nearby button so you could see that?
Well, if you hit the away, it'll automatically find you anyway, and it'll just show you standing in the middle of the dog park, and it'll show you everything around anyway.
Right.
So no matter
I
what-
just want to simplify the map. Like I don't want all that other shit on the map. I just want you to be able to see the dog parks.
Yeah.
But see,
Again, you
I
talked about
understand.
the user
But
settings.
again, that's different though. That's different. You're talking if you go into the way you had it set up for when you're looking for a dog park. That's different. But that's why I said home or away. So that way you have a choice. When you hit away, it automatically shows you there's like it's like on that app Around Me.
Yep.
It shows you, you can either search for gas stations and it'll only show you gas stations, or you can just hit Around Me and it'll show you, every little fast food place and whatnot, all within like a quarter mile, half mile, 10-mile radius, whatever.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, but it would only show you like dog-centric items. Like it's not going to show you the nearest tire shop. It'll show you the nearest like pet shop, the nearest like corner store, and the nearest coffee shop. Maybe the things that would help you be able to go hang out at the dog park for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean,
I don't mean like,
I'm
you know,
using
showing
the
everything.
Google API, so really it's just a choice of what you want to show on the map.
And again, I don't know these details. That's why I started by saying, you know, you're the developer. I'm just throwing them out there.
No, but that's good stuff. Cause like
I know that's good stuff.
I think about it, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go hit up the Chevron or the Shell, get a drink, and then go to the dog park.
We talked
'Cause I know
about
where
we
I'm
would do
going,
that
you know?
all the time. We would do that all the time because you'd want to get, or like she'd want to go get like a fountain drink. You know,
we
on
went
the
and
way
got
over
one
there.
today.
You know, that's what I'm referring to. Because you're going to want to spend half an hour, whatever it is at the dog park. So I mean, for me especially, because like I'm running around in the car all the time, there'll be times where I'm out of bags. Like, okay, where can I find a bag? Mm-hmm. That happened to us. Where were we, Sadie? Where that just happened to us recently, a few weeks ago, and I just literally went asking store to store.
Oh, I don't remember.
You know, until someone. Oh no, it was when ironically, it was here. I took my car to the Union Garage and Tango pooped on the sidewalk and I didn't have any dog bags.
Yeah.
And I walked down to the Moulin or the Poop Rouge or whatever that thing is, and the place hadn't opened yet. You know that that? You know that pet shop, the Moulin Pooch. You know, but so if I'd had something that showed me the closest places and the hours of operations, I wouldn't have walked 4 blocks towards that. I would have automatically walked the other way over to Polk Street and just gotten bags from whatever, from not Bow Wow Meow, Bow Wow Meow. That's the reason I'm saying that.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. It happens.
Yeah, like the morning. The morning I called you, I was like, "Hey, Adam, are you home? Can you come down and bring some poop bags for me?"
Yeah. Yeah, and that was like a phone thing. But
Yeah.
if you had...
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I just happen to be in your neighborhood, but if I was south of Market, I don't know anyone there. So I would go on the app and say, okay, around me, you know, like what's the closest like dog-centric thing around here?
Mm-hmm. Would you use the site, yes or no?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And how often, 1 being not barely and 5 being all the time?
Well, every time you go to take the dog out.
You'd look at it before you went?
Yeah.
So that's almost daily. Which features do you think are most useful between like the parks, the map, and the pack?
I think the map and the pack. I would probably start at the map most frequently and then see who's there from the map.
That's how I had originally had it. Do you think there's anything missing? Ali obviously talked about what you can find on the map. Do you think there's anything else, any other tools or apps?
No, I think it's pretty.
I don't think
you
so,
could
'cause you-
mash into it?
This might sound a little shitty, but if there is, it would be hard to do it without pissing people off by the way of rating dogs. You know, like dogs that that are aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, showing a picture of like that pit bull that used to come that was aggressive. But maybe if it's within your own inner friend circle, if there's a dog rating service.
So that's actually something I thought about because we run into shitty dogs, and the way I solved it
Only
is that
shitty owners, not
when
shitty
you
dogs.
make a post, you can you categorize your post so you can say dog fight or aggressive dog type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But really, only the people in your pack are going to be able to see that.
Perfect. That's all that matters. That's what I was referring to.
And how would you rate the overall difficulty of finding your way through the site?
Very easy.
0.
I would say 0. I think that's why I mentioned the maybe on the opening page just having a 2-section divider. Between 1 being easiest, 5 being the hardest, I'd say 2. It could be just slightly easier, but I think overall it's very. The easiest part is that it's just very. It flows well. It might not be fast, but it flows well, going from one to the other.
Mm-hmm.
So, just what I noticed from Sadie when you were going through is you were hesitant to tap on the navigation. Was it clear that was the navigation, or were you...
Are you talking about this map?
No, well, just the map, the parks, and the pack. Like, these things, you would kind of go to those as a I don't know, like a secondary resort at sometimes.
Yeah, I actually think on the homepage, scrolling at this level is the easiest
Right.
versus these tabs. So, like, I would probably use
Yeah,
this
see what I mean? Like,
the
look at that
most.
homepage. Like, if we just had home away or home locate, just too simple. Start
Well, I
there.
think what I can do is instead of doing these 3 pages, I can say map activity, park activity, pack activity, or so.
Oh, like break them out instead of full pages.
Right, yeah, just do 3 buttons and say, what do I want to see? And then you can go, then that'll take you to here, here, here. I mean, you could tap on them
Yeah.
too. I'm just,
But I also think it's part of just getting used to a new app. Like, after, a day of using something,
you'd
it's like when
figure it
Facebook
out.
changed their app or something. You just, after a day, you get used to it, and then it's like second nature. So I think you would get used to the swiping. I actually like how you have it broken out per page. So, like, you go to park activity, and then it's everything else below. So I think once you start using this daily, there's probably like 2 pages that you go to
Pretty
most often.
consistent.
Yeah, and then you just swipe to those.
Okay, sweet, that's it. You
That's
guys
it?
were
Okay,
great.
I can
Yeah.
pee.
Cool.
I've been dying to pee.
That was awesome.
No, Adam, that's truly.